Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal. As long as you are on a sim, we're not responsible for your trade, and we are not your financial advisor. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you go live market. This is a very high risk place to take any chances. Anyway, a little announcement to our members. I promise to show you. This is what we are going to release on Monday. I'm very pleased and very happy. Another success. We have last week we have released the precision automated trade, and it's been really success non-stop. And as you see, this is the last week we released the precision entry, and as you notice here, this is only 10 seconds. So when I normally test on 10 seconds, but when I was testing the software here on 10 seconds, I was very impressed. Even on the 10 seconds, we have not even went through the minutes or some other time frame. If you notice on this one here, we start the 10-second chart, and this is the auto trade we have released to our traders on last Monday, and we started around 9 o'clock. It was exactly 9:16 took that trade, and it was done 1,575, where the rest of those traders, they are using a second-hand auto trade. They probably they are in a deep problem today. So this is a beautiful, and this is successful auto trade. This is another success auto trade we are going to release on Monday for the ones have the zone plus for members only. This is not to the outsider zone. And I have told you yesterday here live on this webinar that we're going to add to the zone the buy and the sell signal. What you are looking at here is a straight out of the box. I have not optimized the trend and the stop loss, and I'm not using like what the others do. They try to hide behind a Renko bar, and one day they use 150 ticks, another day 277 ticks, because they don't have consistency, and they only come out at night after the fact because they wouldn't dare come in live. And so what I did, this is an example of this auto trade, and when we test it and we test the performance on it, it was very successful auto trade, and this is the new entry was added to the zone automated trade. There is a lot of calculation on this, but it does not require any filter. And what it does, it just takes maybe 5 minutes if you want to optimize it. But what I want to show it straight out of the box without any optimization. And I'm using a 1 minute, because when you have an auto trade, can work on 1 minute, can work on anything. And when you have an auto trade does not work, has no consistency, then you start refuge to Renko bars. We do have a Renko bars, and we can show the Renko bars, no big deal. And then they go one day 150 ticks, another day 277, another day range, another day line break, because there is no consistency on those auto trades. But when you go ahead and flash it straight out of the box with 1 minute, I don't care what is the percentage, as long as the winning trades are more than the losing trades, I'm pleased. I don't know if I buy a fishing rod from that man, how many fish I can catch tomorrow. I have no idea, and I'm not gonna go through those baby talk, amateur trading talk. What I know it is there is a lot of consistency. It all depends also on the market movement, and that's what it is. Why I like this buy sell signal on this one here, and why it is so consistent, and what is the secret beside this one here. When you take a normal auto trade, it's based on an ATR. What is an ATR? It's nothing. It's just a moving average, a plus and minus, and keep trading all day long. And here is your problem with those kind of indicators, ATRs, MACDs, whatever, parabolic, whatever. The things is, we picked up a lot of bad. We picked up what those traders been doing for the last 15 years. We've been dealing with the public for the last 15 years, and what you see, guy is not reading the market. How is the market situated? He don't read if the market sideways, whipsaw. He don't. He just turned on the auto trade. And the problem is this guy, when he's turning on the auto trade day and night, absolutely any kind of auto trade, you turn it on all day long. I don't care what everybody say in the commercial. I don't care if they swear to God and hope to die. Their auto trade is 85%, 94%, 95%. All this hogwash, because in between the line, they say this was the previous. We're not sure about the future. So there we go. They got away with it. Or they show you profit factor, but they don't show you the recovery day, because on the recovery days, on those kind of fake profit factor, you will see the recovery days are 24 days and 25 days. That mean, in a plain English, that mean you need to trade the 25 days without any losing day. I've been behind the screen in the trading for 29 years, and I don't remember any day I survived 25 days without any losing day. I don't remember even 1 week I traded and I didn't have a losing day. So all this hogwash with performance, what happened in the past, it does not mean it's going to happen in the future. We've had some beautiful years, and we've had some bad years. We've had some beautiful weeks where we had 1 week you make money more than 3 months, and then the market dies on us and we have a bad month. That it is hogwash. This is nothing. This is just a sell pitch when somebody is saying 95 or 85 crap. There is no 95 and 85. The only thing I know, the winning has to be more than losing, and this is it. So here is the secret about this one here, why I like it and why we have developed something like this. It is very obvious for those new amateur guys. They don't understand that, because when you tell a guy you should not be trading 24/7, the first question he has, why? What's wrong with your auto trade? And then I say immediately, I just turned off. And I'm not shy when somebody talking like this, because I care less if he's purchasing or not. I care less, because this is a headache if he's going to purchase. Then the first things I say, what's wrong with your head? It's not what's wrong with the auto trade, because any guy has been around the market, whether you are a manual trader or an auto trader, you cannot simply trade 24/7. That means you're telling me you are sitting on a blackjack table and you want to shovel the cards and you want to shovel everything in there and you want to go ahead and win every time. And you're not going to be doing this. Not in the trading. Not when you don't have. Even when we were in Luxembourg, we had like 13 IT people just in the auto trade, taking 300 trades a day for a bank. And they had half of those trades, because they don't pay commissions like you and I. Half of those trades, they were losing trades. With the 13 IT people sitting in the other room, just in the auto trade. So you come in on Ninja Trader with a Ranko bar on a Pinto, and you want to go ahead and you want to bang on the market 24/7, and this is a bull. This is a crap. This is not going to happen. The things is, you need to come into the market, turn on your auto trade on the high hours, get your money and run. That's how you need it. Whether you win or you lose, you have a certain ambition to make $100, $200, whatever it is your ambition for every day. But don't come into the market with 2,000 and your ambition is to make 10,000. You're not gonna do it. You can lose $10,000 a day, but you're not gonna make 10,000 on a $2,000 account. This is only in your dreams when you're smoking something make you happy. So the things is the approach about this auto trade, because we have to be realistic. The things is about this auto trade, what I like about it, and this is a straight out of the box. It's not altered. It's not optimized. I don't want to optimize it and make it look nice and profitable and shiny. I don't want to do that. Straight out of the box, that's what you get. The things is about it, and there is no filter, and there is no complication. It's a very straightforward, simple. You just optimize the time frame if you want it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. This is it. Optimize the trailing stop and the stop loss, and this is it. There is nothing to optimize in this. The reason is, if you let this guy put his fingers on the setting, he's gonna screw it all up, and you don't want a guy messing up with the setting and he don't know what he's doing. So that what is make it success, this auto trade? What makes it success is not taking a trade left and right like an ATR. And when a guy is amateur trader, he don't understand when the market is sideways or when the market is trending. He just turn on the auto trade, and this is what we have seen, the habits of the traders. What they do, they turn on the auto trades and straight their eyes onto the PNL. If you ask this guy at the end of the day, where was the ES? Was it a plus 3%, 5%? He cannot answer that. You tell him, was it down 3%? Because I have asked those questions to those people. For 50, I don't know, Sam, I didn't pay attention. All what I know, I made 200 or I lost 200. That's all what he knows. So those guys, I mean, you cannot come in with the stick and beat them on it. We all adult here. But I mean, the only thing what you do here is you are trying to get quality entry. As simple as that. And of course, some of them, they're gonna go wrong, but you know, you can see the stop loss is very small, and you can adjust the trend and the stop and the stop loss. And this is a CL, and the reason I put the CL, because the CL lately is not, it is a problem with the CL lately, and maybe some cute guy is gonna tell you I don't have a problem with my CL. Bunch of crap. The CL was the best instruments to auto trade with, and right now the CL, the way is lately, I'm not pleased with the CL. Of course, you can auto trade the CL, but I'm not pleased the way the CL is moving. It used to have much bigger move. Where I'm looking at the DAX in the European hours, I see some nice trends on the CL. And the CL has become like the gold, because when I look at the gold, I look at the gold 2 hours before the U.S. markets open. That's where you can find some nice fish to chew on. And the CL has become also, if you noticed, the Europeans can see that. It's been trending a lot during the European hours, and it's a smooth ride during the European hours. And when the U.S. markets open, sometimes have a tendency to be chop market on the CL. And that is nothing to do with an auto trade. So what I went and put it straight out of the box in auto trade, and I went to the hard instruments, and of course I can show the ES and show everything in there. And I went through the CL, and the things is about it. Is only gonna be taking quality entry based on a lot of factors under the hood. Yet it's simple outside. This is the secret with the auto trades. It's become complex. It's become the algorithm become overwhelming. We are using the latest technology, we also invented some new things to those auto trades. This is in the TI7. We invented the V8 with the highest, latest technology ever. But what I like about this, for this guy is an amateur trader, when he can turn it on, he cannot go that much wrong with it. And he will not be taking every bumper in the market and every movement. Because when the market is not readable, those signals, they're not going to apply to the chart. If we notice here, there is some gaps. And if you notice how this market here was not trending, it was no trade. And this is exactly what the auto trade should do. Should not be trading when the market hardly moving and is only one line. What we need a market. I mean, we did not take that trade for many reasons. It did not take that trade. But then, when the market is moving, and then all of a sudden the auto trade will start pinpointing, because it's measuring a lot of things: the buy, the sell, the volume, everything. High time frame, alpha waves. I mean, there is a whole different ball game in there, and it's not just a dummy indicator. Was born in late 80s and still want to come and bang the market on it in 2021. Well, guess what, my friend? You just keep falling behind and wishing you had a better lucks in the market. So, and then, when there is something to be taken, it will be taken. And when the market, if one day, let's say, if you come in on Monday and the market is, there is a lot of whipsaw in the market, or sideways, or call it flat, call it whatever you want to, you will not be taking a trade. So this is a very good safety for a trader. I'm not saying this is the only auto trade, but what I'm saying is this is something for the trader not to get into trouble, and it is very easy. Let me show you. Right now, we just had a sell, but I just flipped the chart. And if you notice, we just had a sell on the ES. I was late on it. And the auto trade took that trade. Look at it. And notice this. Here, it was no signals. This is the first signal today. And now it's 10 o'clock and it's going to your direction. Here is the plot on the first signal from 9:30. And you can see there is a lot of skip places, and there is straight out of the box. And of course, on the 1 minute ES, we need to adjust. But there is a lot of empty spaces. You can go also on a range with it. You can use 30 second or 31 second if you want to. And let's go ahead and go on 30 second. You can go on ranges. Let's say 9 if we want to. We will try 9. There we go. So this is the auto trade we are about to release on Monday. So let's go back to our live here today. The precision auto trade we released last Monday took one trade at 10. At 9:16 it was done, made 1,500. So what we are going to do, we're gonna go ahead and rearm it, and we're gonna say go for it again, and it's gonna go ahead and start taking the trades one more time. So we're gonna go with another round on this one here. On the YM also, we had one entry, 9:30, and it is done. One trade, 9:30, 9:25, somewhere around there, 26.90, and it was done. And on the ES, we already hit the target. Also, this one here started at 925. This is the first trade. You can see there is no other trades here. And we are already 1550, daily target 1000, and we still have two trades. So there is around $1,000 outside, and there is $1,500 inside. That will be around 2,500 on that one, and this is very good. And there we go. Here is your sell entry, the ones we have created an auto trade for, and this is your sell entry right there. We're gonna break even here because it's finished. We had a sell entry and it's out of the way. And then we are going to okay, somebody asked for the DAX. It's the same chart from yesterday. It was the same chart from yesterday, and here it is. We don't have 20 charts for the DAX. We only have two charts. I'll try to fish the other one for you. I don't know where it is. I'll try to fish it for you. Hold on. We have 2 minutes and 5 minutes on the DAX. That's it. You don't need a 20 different chart for the DAX to trade the DAX. When you have a consistency auto trade, you don't need to do that. Okay, well, I'll try to catch the DAX. Russell also has finished. The auto trade started at 925, and took the first round and the second round, and we were done. All of them we started around 9:30, 9:15. The auto trade started, and they were done already, and they are finished. So this is also done, and the DAX, and I'll try to catch the second DAX for you when I see it. What else? So let's look at the market and try to analyze what's going on the ES. This is a pullback re-entry at 41.76, and this is a really critical area here at 41.76. If we are staying above the 41.76, that will be great, and this is a re-entry point. 41, yeah, somewhere around 41.77, an entry long on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. The Nasdaq is not responding really with the ES direction, and there we go. Look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and yank the target a little bit farther down to see if it's gonna do the trick. To the next level, 13,466, and this is a re-entry point. And if you are trading the ES or auto trading the ES, keep your eye on the 41.80. If you were here last night, if we look at those institutional number, target 1 and target 2, which we have covered a lot, and we have told you Monday to Thursday between 11 and 12, target 1 and target 2, those are institutional numbers. Look what happened to the ES. And we told you, except on Friday, is an early target within an hour. And if we look what happened, target 1, look at this, target 1 took that trade, and it was a pullback from the target 1 here. And the reason is a profit taking. And if you have been following me on a YouTube, I have no clue who's there, who's out there. And if you notice, once we hit the target 2, the market dropped because it was based on a profit taking. And if you've been with me for quite time, I have said that before many times, and is almost 90% because there is nothing 100% in the market. Every time there is a profit taken on target 2, it goes to target 1. And this is exactly what happened right now. And now it is 10:11. Usually around 10:11, this is where the target 1, target 2 occur. And those poor guys has no clue what they are doing when they are trading. And they just keep taking left and right trades. And they have no idea what they're doing. And we are so we got the target 2, profit taken. First we got the target 1, target taken, pull back. When we hit target 2, usually it takes around half an hour between target 1 and target 2, because once you hit target 2, profit taken is going to go back to target 1. Is a very normal, and you see it day in and a day out all year around. So this is something, a few things, a few secrets, a few highlights, what's going on in the market. Even if you are auto trading, you'll understand right now you are in a big trouble with the ES, because after you hit the target 2, you should not be trading ES anymore. Simple as that, folks. Simple as that. After you hit the target 2, you should not. Sometimes on a Friday, you might hit target 3, but target 3 is all the way up there, is usually for the afternoon session. So right now we are in this chop market. After we hit the target 2, profit taken, institutional numbers. You cannot fight institutional numbers. When those people taking a profit, that means they are taking a profit. So there is nothing we can do except watch this market, and maybe the market will change direction, or it's going to climb to target 3. We will find out soon enough. But right now, as long as this market between those target 1 and target 2, you're going to get lost, and you're going to get brutal with your account. You're going to be wounded with your account. So there is a certain area where you should not be trading, despite you want to ignore what we are saying, despite if you want to ignore the signal, despite if you think is rubbish. At the end of the day, you are the guy who is paying the price when you see your account melting like an ice cream right under your eye. And then you start recognizing you do something wrong, or you are in a denial that something is wrong with NinjaTrader, or for your system, you purchase it somewhere else. I don't know. But the reason is because you have no knowledge. That's it. I'm not attacking anybody's auto trade. I will not attack anyone's auto trade. I did not grow up this way. But knowledge, guys, in this market, knowledge. So it looked like we broke that area here, and that now we are, if look, the signal is gonna be short very soon on the market analyzer. We're gonna have a short signal very soon on the market analyzer. But if I was you, if you want to take a short, it should be below the 41.71. You should not take any signal above. So if you have an auto trade, whatever this auto trade coming from, or if you are a manual trade, and if you want to take a short trade on a sim, you have to think about 41.71 and below. Those are the area where you can short out. You cannot short out from here. This is a trouble from here. You cannot short out the ES from here. This is very dangerous. Here is very safe. So 41, anything below 41.71 is acceptable as a short trade. And now the support become a resistance at 41.77. Let's see if this market is going to hold below those 41.77.25. Now become a heavy resistance. And if we want to short out, we want to short out from 41.71. This is a very proper place to take a trade. And then once we cross that bridge, we can go ahead and analyze the market, what's going on in the market. So the NASDAQ, we are using on the NASDAQ the 15-second, and the 15-second signal is coming from the right upper corner on the market analyzer. And as we see here, the NASDAQ is sell position at 135.14. 97 takes into a trade 420, 405, and here it is right there based on one contract. So there is not much to discuss. It's all going to the right direction, and let's see where we are gonna go with this one. Be careful. Be careful with the ES if you want to go short. It has to cross the 41.71.25. On the scalper, we already have the sell position, 41.79. Here it is. And there we go. And this signal here took it right above the 41.71, which I don't like. It is trouble. This is a dangerous. Very dangerous. It has to be below, I told you, it has to be below the 41.71. This is a dangerous game here. And it has to be below. Yesterday I had a wrong prediction on the ES, and it ends up with one trade with $3,800. So I still depend on myself. I don't depend on Autotrade to estimate the market. I can get it wrong sometimes. Like yesterday I didn't think the ES is gonna go much higher, and it did, and it got 3,800 on the auto trade, and I was surprised, really surprised with it, and sometimes the market surprise us against us, or uh, is for us, for our benefits, and sometimes this is happening, and nothing we can do. So as you see here, the ES took that signal and is a bit struggling. That's why I said it has to be below the 41.71 for that reason. And once across the 41.71, I can be more relaxed on that, you know. And you still don't want it to, um, I mean, we don't, I mean, it's nice to auto trade and all that, take all the motions, but it does not mean we need to be goofing off and turn off our brain, make it useless. You know, this is not healthy either. So, managing the auto trade and keep your eye on the trade and trying to predict how's the market and let the auto trade do the job. Okay, I can live with that. And you see now why I said you need to take a trade below the 41.71 for that reason, you know. And I told you, if you go back to this video, it's not just holy bully things. I told you you're gonna have a short signal, but I prefer to take that trade below the 41.71 on the short trade. And I tried to predict it a little bit earlier for you because of YouTube. Sometimes we have a delay on the YouTube. And now, once we cross the 41.71 on this trade, I will be more ease out on the ES. And and you see, this is exactly what I was scared of. The 41.71, it is a problem on that entry. So when you are auto trading and you're taking the signal and you see you have a fib line, is a block in the ES to go farther down, this is immediately you need to go and take your needle and a break even immediately so you will not get in trouble, you know. So as you see, that's why we said you need to take a short trade below the 41.71, and we told you it's going to be signal in somewhere around there, but if I was you, I will not take it, and that's exactly what I was scared of. And so when you are in those cases, guys, especially those newbies, and you see, like, even if you have the ES and a YM, this is going to affect your YM as well and the NASDAQ as well, because the ES fell to break the 41.71, and we called it before it happened. So in those cases here, immediately what you need to do, break even or secure some of your profit on the other instruments as well. Because if this ES not able to break the 41.71, is gonna try to climb to the 41.77. So immediately you need to find the break even, and this is where you are forced to override your auto trade to secure yourself. As the Nasdaq here, I have increased the target, but the Nasdaq where the auto trade estimated to the target, it did deliver to the target. But I'm the guy who extended, override the auto trade, and I wanted to extend it to the second support area, and but the market delivered what's supposed to, and the market delivered almost $1,000 to the 13,480. So was not the auto trade; it was me being aggressive and dragging the target all the way down to the 465. So now, again, the ES is trying to break the 41.7125. Let's see if this time able to do that. And that's why we called it short below that line. So the YM as well, it's gonna respond if If this ES not able to break the 71 level, the YM is going to go back and respond to this. So we have the NASDAQ, YM. We all waiting on Mr. 007 here, the ES, to cross 41.71.25. Once the ES cross the 41.71.25, those two immediately gonna hit target. So we know we set our prediction to those trades with what is gonna happen to them. If the ES fell to go below the 41.71.25, that's mean you're gonna walk away with bananas on those, just a break even with a couple ticks. So those two trades here, two options, they either gonna close with $1,000 on each, or if this ES gonna go back as a re-entry point at 41.76 short right there, then you're gonna be knocked out of those trades. So all depends. Now the whole magic word, the whole magic number in this market right now is gonna impact your profit and your PNL. It is 4171. Simple as that. Doesn't matter what you are auto trading or manual trading. If we cross the 4171, you're gonna have a very nice weekend. And if the market is not gonna cross the 4171, as you see, he's trying again, then those two, they're not gonna make money. So if you want me to predict what the Nasdaq is gonna make next week, I don't know. Look at the ES, predict the ES for me. I'll tell you what is the Nasdaq. Put a light bulb and try to predict the ES next week. I can tell you how much you will be making on an auto trade on the Nasdaq. So as we see here on the ES, still we have the magic word 4171. Here's the thing is, because we have highlighted the 4171, when you are every day looking at the chart, not just a PNL, your 4171, you will remember it tomorrow. If we are crossing the number 4171, you start remembering that. This is when the market start talking to you. This is where the numbers start talking to you. Oh yes, I remember I had a problem yesterday at 4171. So now you start respecting that level. You see? But when we are just blindly looking at PNL, and to make it more exotic and more blind, we're going to put a Renko bar, and we're going to open our mouth to the sky and look in to see when the dollar is going to fall on our head. That is not happening. I don't care what you purchase. So when we look at the chart, forget the PNL. Don't look at the PNL when you are auto trading. Try to look at the bar's movement when you are auto trading. And now all those three trades, they are hanging on that magic number 4171. That's what we need to look at when we are auto trading. Not my PNL 400. Oh yeah, man. Honey, go take a shower. I got money today. No. Your PNL, don't let it excite you, because now it's 400, could be in 5 minutes banana, or it could be 1,000. Don't let those PNL excite you, and don't get excited. Just numbers, and stay concentrating on the numbers. And where is your problem right now is 4171. So good. Let me see what else we have. The ES is already on the scalper. Took that trade on the ES, and look, it's the same story on the ES scalper. If we take this one here a little bit away, we can see the scalper ES had a sell order at 41.79. It's 35. But you know what? On the scalper already delivered to the target. Also, the Nasdaq delivered to the target. I dragged the target further down because if this ES able to break the 71 level, we are going to close somewhere around 68, 75, 65 level. So, and already broke even. I'm letting it be itself, but the system estimated it's going to be the target 4169 and it deliver. On the Nasdaq, it was the target is 480 and delivered. On the YM, the target has not delivered yet. The target, I left this one alone. I didn't mess with the target. The auto trade put it right. The auto trade, when it takes the trade, put the stop loss on the trailing stop, fib, and the target. And then what you do, you can drag it like me, what I'm doing here. I always drag my trades. I like to see if we can grab more. But as long as we break it even, I want it to be all the way. So now as we see here on those trades, the ES fell to break those area and then come into the 68 level and it got rejected and having a hard time to break those area. So that's mean we are for a long ride, and those trades now they're gonna be closed with no profit, hardly any profit, just a few here and there because the ES fell. So we have it delivered to is me. It delivered to the target, but yeah, that's how it is. I want it all the way, and let's keep our eye on the Nasdaq, and then we gonna go ahead and put it nicely. They are the same fib line, and we can see. Okay, this one here out of their misery. YM is about to get out. Nasdaq we are about to get out, and ES we are about to get out. And thanks for ES because ES fell to break this area, and so that's what it is. So how we can predict how much we are going to make money on the 15-second? We cannot predict that, and the reason, even when we are in a trade, the only thing we can predict, if the ES broke that area, we are on a good trade, and then if the ES fell, we are not gonna make any money. And this prediction right here, right now, so when there is a cute guy come in and he want me to predict for him on Monday how much he will be making, well, I don't know. Just give me whatever you're taking. Maybe I can relax on the weekend. So I cannot predict the market, guys. I cannot predict Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. How it's going to be next week, which auto trade is going to go south, I cannot. Honest to God, I don't know. I wish I know that. The only time I know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day at 9:30. When the market's open, you look at the market for 10, 15 minutes. You can see how the market is trending. And most likely now you understand which direction this market going. And then you can start auto trading. That's the only thing I know how to predict the market. But I cannot look in the future if next week on next Friday you're gonna be making $1,000 or a banana. I have no clue. I really don't. I don't know. So those dummy questions pisses me off. Because you can go with the biggest. You can go to Goldman Sachs and say, I want to trade the future, and believe me or not, they have millions of dollars in the programming, and How much you think you're gonna give me return on the future trading or stocks? They cannot guarantee you anything, you know. So that's how it is. So now we have the market is turning around, and the ES fell the 71.25 level. It did. So now we are in a lot of confusion in the market, and this is where um, the market probably is going to try one more time, but this is one big messy ES right now. I will not invest anything on the ES now. It's finished. After it hit this target 2, like what we have covered today, uh, when there is those institutional numbers, after we have covered that, there is not much to do anymore. And it's already 10:36. On Friday, the only benefits you can get is come in at 1 o'clock, 1:30. Then all those guys, they leave the market, and then the market take one direction most of the Fridays, and you can sit down and enjoy trade in the market. But at the moment, I don't have any trades on the ES, and lately it's been the market trend between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock and then dies out on us. If you notice, for the last week, after 10:30, 11 o'clock, there is not much to do. So, okay, so now I'm going to drag the the NASDAQ to the next level to see what will happen. And get greedy with it. And now the ES finally broke the 71 level, and let's see if it can break the 68.75. And this is really a problem right there. You see where the ES stopped? I don't know what to say anymore. We are taking 5 minutes of breaks to see how the ES gonna react. Now we broke the 41.71, and we will take one step at a time. We will take a little pause for 5 minutes, and then we'll get back. Thank you.